Hello and welcome to a new video. So today is going to be something different again, but it still will look like the previous video that we did of the Nissan Figaro, something very quick, very fun, and not too serious and not too detailed. So I'm very excited to say that last week we started something pretty cool with Throttle website. As you may know, Throttle, one of the most common, fast-growing petrolhead websites around the internet internationally. So we started quite a collaboration with them, which is going to be weekly, and it consists of people. You go on the website, you post a picture of your car, a car that you own, and write a short story and use a specific tag. And the tag is Render My Ride Yasid. You can see it on the website there. So we actually started something new with them, and we're giving someone one lucky winner each week the opportunity to win a free design and a print that we will send to him. So this week we have a winner, Mr. John, CTZen John, and his car that he posted was supposed to be the Subaru Forester. Now, John, the picture that you initially posted on the website was actually a good one, but I decided to go with something a bit better quality. I didn't want to bother you to go take better pictures because this is something that we are going to make rolling very quick. So this is something that we need to act fast, that as soon as you win, we get your thing out to you. So let's begin by our very first step, like always. I'm sure many of you already know that by now. This is our third video of the time-lapse, of the voiceover, or maybe a fourth one, I'm not really sure. I did mention that one of the very first step is always lowering the car, which gives you a better look. I mean, of course, if you're going to make a car that has the specs of a race car that is far from being a rally car. I did say that we are not going to go with the classic rally feel of this car, and in this case we are going to go a bit different. So the car that John posted, the car that you posted, John, was initially a blue one. The one that I found is obviously not blue. I was also thinking when I was looking at yours that maybe we will probably skip the blue color because it's a very obvious color. It's very nice. It's a very good choice of color you have there, but we're here to go nuts, so we are going to change it. Obviously, we're not going to keep it the same. So here we are probably going to leave it the color as it is here, or we will see what comes up later on. One more thing that I usually like to do is to just flip this on the side so I have a better ease. I'm not sure why that is the case. I'm much more at ease when I work from this direction. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed. Maybe some of you can confirm that. What if you're left-handed? How does it work for you? But I'm not really sure if that's the exact reason. We're going with some fairly common wide fenders for now. Now we don't really know where the design is going. We have no idea. I do have an idea in mind, of course, but the idea just screams to me that don't be another WRX, don't be another rally car. I initially wanted to do that, but it's a bit obvious, so we are going to go for something a bit more unique in this case. So remember that this is just for fun. This is nothing that you should be trying to catch up with. I mean, of course you can try to follow. Some people usually on my time-lapse video, they told me that they like to reduce the speed of the video. In this case it would be a bit weird. If you want to do this, please mute myself. Please mute my voice because that would be weird. So but I do cover a lot of things in tutorial videos, so right now no need to lower the speed to catch up, because I will be doing some other things later on. Now we are not going to finish this one here. We are obviously try to keep in the 30 minutes or 40 maximum amount of time, and in this amount of time we will try to cover the maximum we can. And obviously we won't have time to finish the whole thing here, because if we're going to do a giveaway of a print from our online store, we are obviously going to make something quite detailed, so Mr. John can be happy about his winning prize. So we do want to keep the rear doors, or maybe not. Let's just get rid of it, maybe. Why not? So these are among the crazy things that we can do here. That's the perks of not having to actually work on this car in a week time. So I mean, it's basically the weekend time, because the contest that we are doing with Throttle right now is going to it's always going to be between I mean, the submission will be going to be between from Monday to Friday. So there will be it will be open for you guys to any of you who has a car. If your parents got a car and you get to drive it, that's okay as well. But for the moment, it's no dream cars. It's just for people who have their cars. So just post a picture of your car and a short story about why you think you should win this week, why you should be pick of the week. You can just go ahead and give us a very good reason. Write us a nice story. If you have something memorable to share about the car that you want to share, about the car that you want us to do, that's a kudos. You can just share this with us, share the nice story. There was some pretty nice one this time. Feel pretty bad I didn't get to choose more than one, so maybe next week. So yeah, make sure you share from you have from Monday to Friday to share your cars, anything that you got. You don't need to have a Forester, you don't need to have a Ferrari or Lamborghini. You just need to share whatever you have. So I guess that's pretty fair, right? So just go ahead and share, and we will see what's for next week. So this week is the Forester. It's quite a challenge, because I usually have a set of preferred kind of cars that I like to, and Forester is not really close to being one of them. And I thought that this time Mr. John had quite a nice story and quite some nice reason why he should win. Sorry. So, and I personally thought that yeah, it will be a challenge. Plus, the Forester is quite something as well. So let's just give it a shot. There were some other cool ones as well. Maybe next time. If you're watching and you didn't make it this week, please post again. It's like the lottery, except you don't spend any money. So it's better here, right? So yeah. So we're still with the wide fenders. As you can see, we're trying to make this as quick as we can. Probably we will go a bit more than 30 minutes. And I mean, why not? Just for the sake of getting something done. Now, I did say again, I'm saying it again, that this video is not going to be completed here, because it's impossible. It's just an introduction here. We will do one of these every week. Every winner on Throttle will get his car started on here and finished personally later on by myself, and posted to the website and printed and sent to the winner. So I wonder what wins next week. Like I said, it doesn't need to be a supercar. You can have any car. So it's open to anyone who owns a car. So do participate, and keep an eye on Throttle. for updates. So right now at this stage I'm thinking I did the wheel arches, and we're not going to stop here obviously. How about I'm not really sure about that, but let's go nuts, right? We are going to start importing some elements from the STI, from the WOX that we were just having a look at. Maybe we just leave it like that, no chop top. It's going to look a bit weird. We're going to get rid of this here because we will replace it with the other ones. So as you can see, quick lasso tool and quick brushing, because I'm just trying to map all the ideas here. I will try to do my maximum to do everything, I mean to show everything even if it's in rough, and then I will finalize later on my own to post online. Of course there will be other videos about like the fun challenge that we did with the Figaro the other day. I think it was pretty fun. You guys gave quite some nice suggestions, and I will go through them pretty soon, maybe even today, and have some fun more. And I mean today, I mean now when I'm recording. Anyway, every video is usually posted after quite some days now. I used to post a video each 3 months or each 6 months. I know that was pretty lame, but I got pretty busy here. I recently moved to London myself, and there's quite some work around here, so it's not always free time, but you know, it's good to be busy. So it's only recently that I decided that I would like to share much more of what I'm doing every day. No excuses, just try to find time for the channel on here. I think it's worth it. So as you can see now, we're doing something quite random. It's not really that random at some point. It's just us trying to put a silhouette inside, you know, of the silhouette inside of the car's interior. So it's not necessary that it's very detailed. We will add some silhouettes like this, like I'm doing quickly with the Lasso Tool. These can represent some roll cage inside the car. Remember that you can add selection and remove selection by using your Alt and your Shift key. You remove selection by pressing Alt and continue your work on your selection. You add selection by pressing Shift. You can see when you press Shift, you have the little plus, and when you press Alt, it's remove selection, like I just did. It adds a little minus sign. So now let's just go ahead and erase a bit of what we don't need. This should be something like the background reflecting through the car that we're trying to achieve here. This is the steering wheel. Yes, it's very random right now, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So there you go. So this is done for now, and it's looking super odd. Now you just need to get used to it, get a hang of it, and make it work. There you go. Roll cage is a bit cut at the side, so let's just sort this out, and we're done. It just needs to be very random. It doesn't need to be very detailed for now. This was actually not the roll cage, it was actually the mirror. I mean you know, the separation. There you go. That's not really convincing because the roll cage seems to be like too much at the bottom. So you can see that I am adding a new selection in between these ones that I selected, and here I would just remove one, so that gives an impression of that we brought the roll cage slightly up. I mean, this is not the most important thing right now. So now what matters is we have to go into our folders, of course, and try to, and start looking for donors, which is cars or images that you will be taking parts from. For example, in this case we'll be needing some new wheels. We obviously won't keep these ones, and from the wheels we will tell you what we should do first is before we go to the wheel, let's go here, rotate it to get a better idea, and let's start playing with some photo bashing. Now, I did say this the last time on the last video that photo bashing is a fairly easy technique. It's very easy to use. It's very easy, not use, but it's very easy to adopt as a technique. You just need to have a good notion of what goes where, and you have it done. In this case the angles are quite similar, so let's just go ahead, and it does seem very easy, but it's only because the angle is similar in this case. So copy pasting is one of the easiest thing to do. Just get used to understanding what can fit with what. The blue is quite nice, to be honest, but I'm not sure what color we will finalize this thing in, so we'll see. You can see there's some aftermarket logos on here, some sponsor logos. We might get rid of them, but not know yet. We'll see. Let's go for this. STI, give me this side mirror and this lamp. I'll use this fog lights, and let's just go ahead and use it where it belongs. So one side, now we go for the second side. And we're done. I'm fairly doing this Lasso Tool quite quickly here because like I said, I don't want to go in detail. I don't want to take too much time on this particular video on here. I will obviously give this car more time itself later on, but on here it's going to be a quick one. We might go with an initial idea that I have. I didn't mention how it was earlier. Now I was thinking that this Forester is usually more of an off-road, like the WRX is not anyway. So it's more of it has a different feel to it. So maybe we will do like the car itself is a big mashup. A bit of STI parts, a bit of Baja part, maybe we'll add some off-road tires with it. I don't know. We'll just lift it up on these wide arches, and maybe we'll add some, some cargo on top. You know, the ultimate off-roader. You know, not for racing, but maybe. What to call that? Adventurous. That can be cool, you know. So I guess Mr. John is not a rally driver, so I believe he would rather rather go down gone on a on an adventure, so let's give him something to make it worth his while. Now I'm adding more details because I'm being a bit stupid. I did say that we don't need all of these, right? So I'm just going to snap out of this and get back to all of these. I often tend to get a bit distracted. I intend to get a bit distracted and what's that word? Carried away. That's it. I intend to get a bit carried away by my thoughts, because that's what's going on right now, and I often tend to see, if I see a little part, like a little thing, that I just like to skip whatever I was doing and start detailing it. I think it's I need the pills, so nothing. So the snorkel is in. This is definitely something that we're not missing on the Subaru, even if we're going in a style like one of the mutants car that we've been doing recently. If you have been following my fan page, you would see what the mutants are about. So even if I was going even if I was going into this style, I would still not miss any of these snorkel. I think they are very cool, and on such a car I think it's a mistake. It will be a mistake not to include one. So there you go, we have this one. We're not going to add any shadow for now. Whatever, we need shadows anyway. I mean, that didn't make too much sense, but we don't need it now, obviously. So wait, I'm just saying that we don't need it now, and my brain is just, my hand is just making it anyways. Brain is like, yeah, whatever, keep talking. So I couldn't help that, and the shadow is there already. I don't know, just it didn't happen. And can you see that? It just keeps going. Shadow is happening. Anyway, it happened. So let's just go ahead and move to a different part now. So we did add a very cool bumper on there. In the end, we will just flip it back and we'll just keep all of these because I think it's pretty cool. It's like maybe Mr. John and his Forester found an STI somewhere and just decided to borrow some parts, huh? And I think that's a pretty cool idea. It hasn't been something that we've been doing before, so there's a start for everything. An idea just out of nowhere. We will just keep it. We will flip it back later on. We get the badge in the normal direction as well. I do have plans for the headlights, but we'll get back to that later on. We are on 24 minutes. We have 6 minutes to finish this. It's not gonna happen. I guess we will push this a bit more. We will push this a bit more further. Let's go ahead and try to lift it a bit, because adventure time. We will still be taking some parts here and there. We will go in my off-road folder maybe with not so much images, and we will try to get something cool out of this. Pretty awesome. Not too much right now. Let's just give it a backdrop because it looks a bit weird with all the white around. Something we don't need. Da-dum. Oh my, why? So you go there. Now this is pretty cool. It stands high. We did lower it in the beginning. What for? If we wanted to do that, I mean, I wanted to mix styles, but I'm changing my mind as we work on it. Not that it's a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. Let's take this as well. I think it's a pretty cool pen. Thank you. So as you can see, John borrowed quite some parts from this STI. I just hope that we won't change our mind too much later on and remove stuff, because it's going to be a pain to refigure what we want. But I guess we're keeping these because these are really cool elements that really works on a Forester in this case. So let's go off-road. Now every off-road has a funny name here. Call it the Carpocalypse folder. Don't even ask me why. I'm not really sure, because guns maybe. There's quite some around here. Now this folder is not the most filled one. It's not the most bulky one with the most amount of things. So I am quite equipped. So in this case, I really like this. This is actually from one of the Fast and Furious movies. I guess it was in the, not the last one, but the previous one. Or maybe it was the last one, I'm not really sure anymore. That is looking pretty dope. So we're going to definitely keep that. Let's give it a bit flat, because why not? You know, the more off-road you go, if you have a bit of flat, you're more stable, I guess, right? Too much. It's a bit like in sand oil or something like that. I might be wrong about that. I'm not really the off-road professional. So if someone knows how it really works, so go ahead in the comments, just leave your comments. Leave whatever you know. So wheels are getting changed, and when wheels are getting changed, we will be changing the other side as well. We are on 29 minutes 21 seconds, and we have 1 minute, less than 1 minute to finish the whole thing, which is impossible, so it's not gonna happen. We will take some more time and continue have some more fun. Yay. Silhouette, let's just leave it black. Now I'm not really sure that I'm not really sure if these arches are still working here. It was not meant to be the very final one. Of course, we change everything in time as long as we're working. Whatever we're inserting here and there, like now we just inserted some big wheels, if we can call that big. We realize that we have to alter our fenders here in this case. So we wanted to make it a bit more open. The housing needs to be a bit more free, because big wheels, it needs to find comfort inside. It needs to find its home to be able to move around freely, because remember, this is going to be an adventure car for Mr. John. So now we going ahead and just filling in some dark black spots. Here we have to delete this because it needs some ride height, some some clearance to be able to move around freely in the wild. On the final version, we'll be adding all of these little details. We'll be adding all of these. We probably will add something like these as well, and this as well. Now wait, there's doors on here, so we can't. So we will definitely add this, and of course this. Now let's go directly onto the rear. Quick lasso tool. Now again, I did mention the last time, the lasso tool pretty easy for me because I'm using a Cintiq, so I'm drawing directly on the screen. If you're using an Intuos, you need a bit more practice to be a bit more freehand with the lasso tool. Else you can always use your pen tool, which is recommended, but it takes more time, but it's more precise. And if you're using a mouse, get a keyboard, get a tablet, and stop using the mouse and the keyboard. If you're interested in doing these things, if you're interested in any kind of graphic design kind of works, if you're interested in making these kind of cars in Photoshop, please do yourself a favor, get a tablet. You can find some cheap ones if you don't want to spend too much, but I really recommend going with Wacom because they are really good and you can't go wrong with them. Never had driver problems, never had any other kind of issues. I'm very happy with them. You can find some different brands, some cheaper ones. You can just check some alternatives online as well. It depends on you actually, so up to you. Now the rear arches, the rear fender needs to be altered like we did with the front one. We are going to do the same with the rear one. If some of you are making this video a bit more slow motion, please spare me and mute this video, I beg of you. So now I feel a bit stupid because if you guys were not doing this now, you would just have fun. You would just do it on purpose, just to have a laugh. Jesus, why would you do that? You're supposed to have fun, to learn something, not to play with YouTube settings. So enough spanking for now. Let's get our wheel back on here. We do have the side bar still on there. We're going to leave it because we're going to use it anyway in a moment. We just used when we do this, ta-da, it's auto color. You can use it sometimes, it makes things much better. So let's just you can see here is my folder. There's a lot of cars, there's a lot of inspiration here. I don't usually use everything from everything, apart from everything here. Obviously it's meant to be an inspiration place. You get inspired by a lot of people around. You get inspired by different kind of cars that people has been posting online. For example, this one I think is pretty unique, and all of these, for example, these are cool inspiration. This is from a movie, so I can give it a shot and try to use it, so why not. Now we're going to move on to the side of the car, and we're going to use this side step to make the car look more accessible. We didn't use this the last time. No, I mean we did use it something pretty simple on the Figaro because we were using quite some copy paste, and when it comes to when it was the time of the side step, I remember I just brushed something quickly, but this time copy paste was the best choice here because I actually came across this image and I thought that it's the best one I could use. So let's just bring it in and make use of it. So Not entirely sure about it anymore, but I guess it works. So let's just leave it like this for now, and we will also not cover any background making of in this particular one, because it's a quick one, like we say, like the last time, just to kickstart this whole rendering. And yeah, it's not really necessary that we go with a background for now. We might I mean, we will obviously add a background later on when we finish the whole illustration, but just not now. Something bothers me here about this wheel. I'm not really sure what exactly. Again, I didn't save an original part of this car, original look of this car that I did on the first video, the first voiceover, or the second one. It was the Aston Martin. I said that you can usually copy your background and copy the original just to see the progress where you are. It's not really that important, but I think it's quite cool to be able to look back and see how much you've done. It's not really a problem in this case. We already got rid of it. What I'm going to do is to just move this a bit on the side and fill this gap here with a black. So now our wheel look a bit slightly more, it looks more like it's more accommodated in the housing, with the car itself. So for now, this is what we have. Pretty cool off-roader we have already. Now we will be adding some very last things, and then we're going to say goodbye on this video because it's going on the 40 minutes, or if it's already with all the intro and everything. So we're going to just give you a quick example of a rooftop. I mean, we can easily find one. For example, we already did here. We have quite some cool example. Look at this one. This one's pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and use this one. Let's see first, before you go lassoing anything, pen tooling anything, just make sure that it will work. Go on here. Oh, it actually already did. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. It will need some little transformation to make it fit a bit better, and the background needs to be the unwanted part needs to be getting rid of. And you can see now we have this black part here. Let's just get rid of it. It's not the perfect way to get rid of it because of all these, so I'm going to take some time with it and delete it myself later on. So now, for example, we have something quite there already. Let's add some more little details just to give a better impression of the car in a whole. Now, for those who's wondering about the prints, you remember that you can buy prints from our online store. The link will be in the description below. If you want to see this truck finalized, you can see on my Facebook fan page, of course, because I always finish everything and put it on there. The Nissan Figaro is not there yet because I've been quite busy recently. So it's not there yet, but it will be very soon. I'm going to work on it and finish it and post the final version. Now I want you guys to tell me one thing, because some people have been asking, when it comes to the Figaro, if some people have been asking if there will be a part 2 of it. Now I did mention before that I don't want to do complete videos of these because they are just for fun. I might do complete tutorials with some in-depth explanation that I will be posting online in different parts. For example, like the Lamborghini Veneno LMP1 that we did. This was something else. I'm not sure if I should do a part 2 of the Figaro, because that might add quite some workload on my head. I might just do it on my own quickly and just post it. I know that a lot of people would just be wondering, if you're doing it, just go ahead and record it, but it's not that simple, because when we record video we have to edit and everything, and it takes quite some time. So it might just be that. And same for this video, I might not finish it online on a video, on a voiceover, even a time-lapse video. I might just finish it on my own and post it on the website, on the Facebook, on my Facebook account, on my Instagram, whatever, and also especially on the Throttle website where the contest was hosted. So guys, make sure you check out the Throttle website as well, because I'm sure many of you are on there right now. But from Monday to Friday every week, we are going to give you guys the opportunity to win a design of your car for free, of course. Win for free. What am I talking about? So you win something each week, and we're going to send you the print as well. We're going to print it on an A1, nice quality print, same as you can find in our shops. So just make sure you keep an eye on Throttle, not just for these, obviously not just for the contest, but it's a very cool website, very appropriate for petrol head like many of you on here, like all of you. So just, who needs Facebook? So just go on Throttle and have some fun. So I'm also trying to figure out what I will finish this thing with. I also would like to have a huge, I mean not a huge, but the same wheel that we have on here, but we have a spare one at the back, and we will add some detailing, and we will fix these these weirdos here. This is looking very weird here. This wide arch is looking very off angle wise. It should definitely be different, like more to the rear. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. We did not do much. I mean we did actually in 30 minutes something, 40 minutes something. We did quite some stuff. I'm sorry I don't have the original to show. This is a habit. I did forget that I have to save the original to be able to show the progress, but you know what, it doesn't matter for now. Next time I'll make sure I remember. So this is what we have for this one. Congratulations again, John, and I wish all of you good luck for next week if you want to win a design as well, and if you want to have a print delivered to you of your car. Of course there will be your number plate and everything that you want. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty fun for me to do that, and make sure you check out Throttle. Make sure you check out my fan page as well to check the finished version, and if you want to check out the prints that we have, check out our shop. And what else? If you want some backstage shots, work in progress, Instagram is the way to go. Just check out mine. And also, what can I say? That's mostly that's more like it. So make sure you leave your comments below if you enjoyed this. If you have some quick questions, I'll be happy to answer them. I will do my best to be active on these kind of fun videos and answer some questions. I'm more active on the tutorial ones to answer some more technical questions. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments, give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, share with your friends, and make sure you subscribe. So I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.